Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Linda Williams, and we are very happy to be here with you today, talking to you about the new moon that is coming up this week. I think it's on the 27th of February. We have this beautiful new moon, which, of course, is in Pisces. So, this is a time for us to actually set our intentions in a very productive way. Okay, so it's going direct in Cancer, and also Mars is also going direct in Cancer on the 23rd. So it's a very big week. It's a really, really big week. So what I wanted to do was ask Spirit what it is that they would like to say to us when it comes to this new moon, because the energies of the moon don't just last for one day. They last for quite a while. And this is why it's important to set our intentions in a very positive way this week. Okay, so let's ask Spirit, shall we? We always start off our messages to you with a message from the numbers deck, which is what we call our mystery card. So this is a message from Spirit. This is for the new moon energy. Please look at that. Look, there's actually two there. And we're asking Spirit to give us some energy messages, what it is that we need to direct our focus on. What is it we need to focus on when it comes to this new moon energy? We also always ask for a message from the angels, God, and Goddesses deck. I love this deck. Love the messages that it gives us because they're always positive. But not only that, they are an additional message that Spirit gives us. They're an additional amount of information that helps us for this time in our life, for this week or the following weeks and months, because we are under the influence of this new moon. So our intentions are, what it is we put out there. We want it to be positive, don't we? We need to maybe get a bit more advice from Spirit. So I don't look at that one either. So we put these to one side. We put them over here, everyone, as you know. I pop them down, and at the end of the reading, I'll see what Spirit wants to say when it comes to the angels, gods, and goddesses card. And in the meantime, we'll have a little look and see what it is that they want to talk to us about. So I'm just going to ask Spirit for what is this main energy, this main productivity that they would like us to focus on this new moon energy this week. And we are coming now to the end of February. So we've done the end of February readings, but this is now part of the end of February, okay? Because this new moon is on the 27th of February, going through now to the following weeks and months ahead. Okay, so this is for all of us, the collective. This is not just for this is not for star signs, this is for all of us. An energetic reading for each and every one of us, including myself. Okay. So what is it you'd like to say to us? What is it we need to concentrate on? What is it we need to let go of, or whatever? Spirit knows what they want to say, what we need to hear. So we put our faith and trust in them. Okay, let's have a look at the main subject that they'd like to bring out. And we have the Six of Swords. Now, this is interesting because this is the time of things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. Now, this new moon is in Pisces, which is water. But this changed with Mars going forward on the 23rd, which is actually a day ago when I'm doing this. Everything now is starting to really move forward in a very, very positive way. There's no more frustrations, there's no more blockages, just a much easier time ahead. But it's also a time to forget the difficulty of the past and move forward. So this is an interesting beginning to the message. We're being asked to take that leap of faith, not to be afraid. This is the time now. With this new moon, this is the time now. We have a unity, which is the Hierophant, looking into things, getting advice, looking into what it is that whatever we want to do, getting some, looking into maybe studying or learning or getting some more information this time, this week, and over the next coming weeks. We have the Hangman, which is about being patient. And of course, we also have the Four of Swords. So we've got a little bit of swords here. Now, as you know, swords are our mindset. Swords are how we're looking at things, how we're reevaluating, what we're focusing on. And so this is the time, excuse me, of focus. But look, we have this wonderful Dreamer's card. So this is the Fool of the Tarot, but in this deck, he's known as the Dreamer. So this is about us putting our dreams out there and also now beginning to reevaluate and to act upon what it is that we're wanting to bring into our life. Well, look, we have a lot of planets going on. There's lots of things going on with a lot of the planets. We've got Mars moving forward, which is a really good energy. But also, when we have a new moon, in a water sign, there's always a lot of emotional stuff going on, isn't there? There's always a lot of flow. Piscean energy is very much flowing, going with the flow, isn't it? But it's also about being very assertive. And so when we look at the Six of Swords, this is difficulty coming to an end. It can also mean that now is the time for you to move away from anything that no longer serves you. Okay. If you have been in a difficult situation, a traumatic situation, a difficult job, a difficult location, a difficult environment, whatever, this is a time maybe for you to think very seriously about moving forward. Or even if you can't do it now, making plans so that you can move forward in the coming weeks or months. Because this is the end of a difficult time. It is the end of frustration. It's the end of, if you've been struggling with study, if you've been struggling with your life in general, getting something off the ground, if you've been finding it difficult to sort out issues or problems around you with family or friends or loved ones, this is now a time for you to know that a lot of that's coming to a closure. And it's now time for you to be able to put yourself first, make yourself a top priority, and move forward. So if there have been some issues going on that you've been in the middle of, family squabbles, family illnesses, just difficult situations, there's a closure to that now. This is moving towards much calmer seas. And it's interesting that we are in a Piscean energy, because that little ship there is taking us to a whole new adventure, a whole new journey. And it's definitely time to do that, because things are definitely improving. Things are looking up at last. We can see a light at the end of the tunnel. And of course, we have the dreamer. And there he is. He's standing there on the precipice. He's thinking, "Oh, should I do this? Should I take this plunge?" And he's got the dreamer always has the little dog there, his little companion, and this is about opportunity, following our dreams. But it's also, should I, shouldn't I? It can be you questioning things at the moment, but it's the end of a difficult time. So now it is time for you to move forward. This is okay now. It's okay to take this leap of faith. It's okay to make that decision and to act upon it. Okay, it is time for you to do that. You've made a lot of sacrifices. We have the Hangman here. This is saying you've been through an awful lot. You have been through a lot. You've been through a great deal of sacrifice. Uh, you've you've had to put yourself on hold, maybe. For some of you, you may have had a family member who's been struggling and you've had to be there for them. And you've had to put yourself on hold for a while. And now it's time for you to maybe to be able to put yourself first and to move forward with your plans, move forward with what you want to create in your life at this initial stage. It's very important also when it comes to the hangman. This is also about you realizing that it's time for you to concentrate on your ideas, concentrate on what it is you want in life. And you need to look at things a little bit differently at the moment, maybe. Maybe you need to look at things, maybe you need to put some of the things that you're dwelling on in the past. For example, if you have made some sacrifices, if you've had to put yourself on hold, there's no point in dwelling on that. It's happened, you did it. Now it's time for you to learn from that. Even if it wasn't, even if you shouldn't have done it, it wasn't a worthwhile act. It's there's no point in continuously thinking about that. It's now time for you to learn from that, and it's important now for you to look at things differently and to move on, take action. And if there's things still like this, that's only temporary. This is a temporary situation. It's not something that's going to be here for weeks and months. This is just temporary. So some of you at the moment, you may still be feeling a little bit stuck in the mud, but that's going to change very much so once that new moon steps in as well in a few days on the 27th, 28th in some countries. Then you'll be able to make some big changes. So the Hierophant is all about, it is about traditional viewpoints. It's a very old-fashioned card in many ways. In the original tarot, it's a photograph of a religious figure, a cardinal in some ways, putting a blessing on two guys, two people each side of him. People have come to him for a blessing. And so it can say to us that we are actually blessed, that we are being blessed and we are being guided at this time. And it can also say to us that if we are in a situation where we want to take this leap of faith, we want to jump out and bring all our ideas out and take action. Because it's sitting in this situation, in this location, it's sitting before the fool or the dreamer. The message here is that before you take that leap of faith, before you jump in, make sure that you've got all your facts right. And if you feel you need to get some advice, if you feel you need to go to a mentor or you need to talk it over with somebody or find out a little bit more about what it is you're planning, then that would be a good idea. So before you jump in, make sure that you've got all your facts right. Make sure that you know what you're doing. You don't want to jump in and then think, oh gosh, oh golly, something goes wrong. And you think, oh gosh, I never thought of doing that. I never thought that was going to happen. I never thought to check that. So this is a good time to just allow yourself to be patient here. The hangman is just, he's making sure he gets everything right. He's making sure that he's just keeping things at a temporary standstill at the moment. He's ready to pounce, but before he does, he knows that he needs to go and get this sorted first. And so what Spirit is saying to us is that before you go in, make sure you weigh everything up. Can I handle this? Is this going to be too much? Am I bringing too much onto myself? Or will I be okay? Because I feel that if there's some of you or one of you out there, maybe you're going to jump in on something that could actually take up more of your time than you realize. So you could become overwhelmed by the outcome. There could be success, but it may happen too quickly. And so this is very much an important time of baby steps. Okay. Yes, put it out there by all means. Yes, it started off, but get the help and information you need to start it off properly. When we are being shown a ladder, when we climb up a ladder, we have to climb up one step at a time, don't we? We can't just jump to the top of the ladder. We have to go step by step. And this is a time now for us to start something and we go step by step. So we put our goals into place. We write down our plans and we write down the different areas that we need to go through. And this is where you could get all of this information through this company, through this person, through this group of people, through like-minded friends, mentors, gurus, whatever. We're also looking at your spiritual path. This is all about our spiritual growth and our aspirations and our dreams when it comes to what it is we'd like to improve on our spiritual path and within ourselves, how we'd like to improve ourselves in relation to our growth, our spiritual growth. And so it might be a good time for some of you to join a spiritual organisation. You may want to learn how to do some healing. You may want to become a professional healer. You may know that you're very, very gifted and you'd like to learn more about how you can help others and to use those gifts to help others. And this is a good time to do that too. We must also look at our viewpoints on things. So sometimes, not always, but sometimes we do get to a stage where we understand that not everything we were taught when we were growing up is correct, because this is about people's points of view. It could be about the religion you were brought up in, the belief systems that you were brought up in, and maybe you're thinking a bit differently about those upbringings and those ideas and programming that you were brought up in. It's very possible that maybe you're thinking, I'd like to go down a different path. I'd like to study Buddhism. I'd like to study spirituality. I'd like to study something a bit different. And because I'm curious. So this is also about curiosity. Some of you, might be getting curious about a different belief system. And so maybe you want to go and look into that. Maybe you want to travel and go and look at, different countries or look into Vedic medicines or natural products or study, all about naturopathy or herbalism or things like that. And you're thinking, oh, I wonder if my family will accept me. And sometimes that can be difficult because sometimes, not always, but sometimes we do have people in our family that think we're nuts. It's because we're spiritual, or because we want to learn about natural stuff. They think, oh gosh, what a waste of time. And okay, that's okay. But the thing is that we mustn't allow others to block us from going down a path of what may be a very good future with our own health and also with what we can do in helping others. So if you feel like you're ready to go on a spiritual journey, a learning journey, it doesn't have to be spiritual, but it could just be a compassionate journey where you want to help others, you want to learn about nutrition, you want to learn about spirituality, you want to learn about the universe, whatever it is. If you want to step onto that spiritual path, this is the time to do it. Excuse me, this is the time to take that leap of faith. So some of you could also be in that situation. We have the Four of Swords here as well. So the Four of Swords in the original tarot, he's laying. He has the swords around him. He's chilling out. He's taking time out mentally. So he's taking time out to think things over and just chilling out, taking a break. It's about taking a rest, a mental rest, sometimes a physical rest. If you've been through an awful lot of stress, if you've been through a lot of stress and strife, if you've been going through difficult times, supporting others, making sacrifices for the family or for anything or anybody for that matter, just making sacrifices, putting yourself on hold, going out of your way to help others, and you're putting all of your energy, if you've been putting all of your energy into what the needs of others, maybe, and that's because that's now come to a bit of an end, or things have started to, move forward now, where they're coping without you, or they can cope without you. Maybe this is a time for you now to take time for you. Take time out for yourself. This is also about making a decision. For some of you, you may be on the precipice of these decisions here that are sitting here, this taking a leap of faith, going on this journey, moving forward, taking a trip, moving away from a situation. You could be thinking about moving away from a situation. This is about making time to think things through. So, for some of you, maybe you're thinking of moving. Maybe you've been thinking of study. This Unity card can also be about study, and you've been thinking about taking this leap of faith. Uh, but you've got to move away. You need to move away from family. You might need to move away from loved ones. And so now it's a case of, well, you're a bit stressed about that because you want to do this, but it's difficult because you want to be close to family as well. And yet, to get to where you want to go, you need to move because you could have been made an offer of some kind, an opportunity. This is about opportunities, a very unexpected opportunity coming your way. So you could have been offered something that means you need to move. You could have been offered something in another state. As you know, I'm in Australia, so we have, 6 states here and then the Northern Territory. So, you could have been offered something in another state or even another country. And now it's a situation of, oh golly, what do I do? I've got my loved ones. I feel there's one of you out there is a bit torn emotionally about making this move. Uh, so you need to go with it. You need to trust your intuition. This is a time where you have to also open up your heart, look at it from that point of view. I know that there can be a situation where this is a little bit difficult because if you're moving away from your parents, there's a little bit of that heart-wrenching thoughts, isn't there? But we do have a message here, of you taking this leap of faith and creating your purpose and going on your journey, which is not always easy, is it? If you do have to move away from family. But Spirit is saying to you that, it's there is a need here for you to look seriously in these opportunities because this is something you could have been thinking about for quite some while. This could be like a dream come true and an opportunity that it would be a shame for you to miss out on. So you have to make up your own mind. We will never tell you what to do. We can't because you have free will. But if you really want this, if you really want this, is something you've been wanting for a long time. If this is like a dream come true, if this is an opportunity that it may not come up again, the influence of a new moon is very, very strong and powerful. So it's a good time to step forward. And Mars now going forward for all of us here on the Earth plane is also a very positive time when whatever you put out there, whatever you put into creation is going to be very, very successful. So the timing is good. The timing is now to do all of these things. Okay. So this is very much a very new moon reading because we're not talking about relationships. We are talking about our path, our journey, and And it's a very positive reading, even though there's a little bit of mindset there that's, oh, it's still a very good outcome. I remember when I moved to Queensland from Melbourne, I came up here and mainly came up here because of a transfer that my husband got. But my youngest daughter had always been very, very ill from the time she was born. And so, excuse me, living in Melbourne, terrible climate, and she was always sick. And when we came up to Queensland, we lived on the Gold Coast for quite some time. So we went from a really dreary, damp place to a very beautiful, sunny place because we arrived here in November. We actually arrived uh, a couple of days after my birthday. So that was a new beginning for me anyway, and my daughter's health just got so much better. She just thrived. She absolutely thrived. She's a sun sign, so she needed the sun, um, and she just recovered. She got really well. She got suntanned. We swam a lot. We spent a lot of time on the beach, and yeah. So it was, but I had to leave my parents. I had to leave my family behind, and it was very difficult. I was very close to my parents, very, very close. But it was a decision that it was an opportunity not to be sneezed at. It was a big opportunity. And so we took that plunge. We took that leap of faith. And you know what? My family all moved up afterwards. For the next couple of years, they all came up to live in Queensland. So we're all together again. And that doesn't happen with everybody, but the fact of the matter is, even though it was difficult, even though I felt a little bit of stress and strife, I felt this Four of Swords. Um, there was a need that, it wasn't so much in coming up here. Well, we were looking forward to coming up here for the sunshine and the benefit of the children. There's no doubt about that. But I just didn't realise what benefit there was going to be and how well my kids were going to thrive here in this beautiful climate. And so there you go. Sometimes there are hidden gems, things that we don't see yet that are even more successful than we realize. I'm getting this feeling that if you don't take this leap of faith, you could miss out on something even more spectacular in the future. So please, if you've got an opportunity, it's for your benefit. You will improve. You're not going to be happier. If it feels right, it is right. Okay, it really is. So try not to sacrifice opportunities for others. Don't sacrifice this opportunity. Don't be a martyr. The hangman is a martyr. We don't want to do that. We don't want to sacrifice our dreams, what we need for others. It's not what we're meant to do, everyone. You're meant to take care of yourself and you're meant to live your purpose. We're not here to live other people's lives or to live under the shadow of other people either. We're meant to fly like the eagle and be who we are. Be yourself. When it comes to your message from the angels, gods and goddesses deck, they've given you a beautiful message. This is the goddess of sacred path. Well, that's interesting. Just talking about going on your own path. So this is the goddess of the sacred path, which is a lovely message for us all, isn't it? And this is all let go of logic and trust your feelings. There you go. Exactly what we were just talking about. So this is the time to let go of what you think is logical and trust your feelings. What is it that you would truly love to do or experience at this point in your life? This is what Spirit is asking us. Imagine if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. This is because your heart holds your true essence. It is the gateway to your soul. Whereas your mind dwells more within fears, which often prevents us from fulfilling our true potential. Now, doesn't that make sense? The Four of Swords, mindset, Four, Swords, mind, our thoughts, our doubts, our fears. All is possible when what you choose to do and experience aligns with your heartfelt purpose and dreams. Trust your feelings. Start to keep a journal in which you express and explore all it is you would truly love to be, have, and do in life. That's a bucket list, isn't it? That's like a bucket list. You're never too old or too young to start a bucket list. Do this lovingly and honestly, and you will be gently guided along the sacred path. Well, that message just confirmed everything Spirit's given us today, hasn't it? It's telling us everything that this has been about. It's confirming it. It's reassessing, and it's just giving us confirmation. Now, what did they give us with numbers? Oh, 12, 12. I've been getting 12, 12 a lot lately, quite a bit. And 18, 18. Yeah, we've been getting 12, 12 quite a bit, Barry and I, lately. So 12, 12 is a breakthrough. It's great, isn't it? You're on the edge or the cusp of a significant breakthrough in your life after a period of stagnation. Now, this is this one. Things are looking up the end of a difficult situation, moving forward, taking a trip. That's this card here. Isn't that lovely? Now, your willingness to grow is all the energy you need at the moment. Set new goals and live them out. Opportunities will come to you effortlessly if you open yourself to growth and new possibilities. And this is all about follow your dreams. There's unexpected opportunity all around you. So again, confirmation of the reading the card Spirit's given us. Personal power. You are equipped with everything you need to manifest your own greatness. Connect with your power through meditation and visualization and manifestation rituals. So that's, manifesting, and you will see the magic unfold as you set your intentions and focus your attention. What a beautiful reading for us for this beautiful new moon. Isn't that lovely? They've certainly given us some insight into what it is we need to think about, what it is we need to weigh up, what it is we need to do. Spirit has given us some great information and encouragement today, haven't they? So thank you for being with us, everybody. It's been wonderful to be able to bring this reading to you. I'd love to hear from you. I always acknowledge your comments. Would you like to let me know how this resonates with you? If you'd like to share what it is you've been dreaming of, what it is that's happening in your life, that would be lovely. It's great to get confirmation that we have helped you in some way, even if it's only a small way. These are general readings, everybody. This is for everybody, no matter who you are, where you are. Some of this will resonate with you. For some of you, all of it will resonate. But there could be just one little something that we talked about today that made a difference to how you felt or thought, that could have helped you in some way, and that's what it's all about for us. So take care. Please give us a like. We'd love to get that from you. Please contact us. Give us some comments and let us know where you're from. We love to hear from you. And would you like to subscribe? Because we bring out an amazing amount of work for you during the month. We've started our psychic development and growth videos. We've started those, which are all free, helping you to develop your gifts, helping you to learn how to work with the spirit realm, how to become more enlightened and cope with the different aspects of living on this planet. So there's a great deal to come in the future after many, many decades of teaching others. I'm really happy to be able to share all those experiences and knowledge with you, because that is my purpose, is to do that sort of work, and plus this, of course, as well. And so why not subscribe, and then you'll benefit from all of the videos that we put out as they go out, and maybe we can help you on your spiritual journey, your journey of self-discovery. Okay, I've just finished some tapping videos on guilt, fear, that sort of thing to help you to learn how to self-heal. So I've just released a couple of those as well. Okay, everyone, take care. I look forward to catching up with you again soon. And don't forget, this is a week setting your intentions. Even if you can't act upon it, you set your intention. When you write anything you write down on a new moon, you set your intentions. You ask for what it is you need and want. It comes into fruition. And as you write it, as you spell it, you spell. Spelling. You set a spell. So as you write, so you spell, and it goes out there. So put out wonderful things for yourself and others, and it will all come in when, at the right time. Okay, everyone, bye for now. It's been wonderful to be here with you, and I look forward to catching up with you again very soon. Bye for now.